Have you had nights where you wake up feeling like you can't move, speak, or even breathe, yet you're still very much aware that you're awake? Or do you ever wake up feeling like you're caught in between reality and a dream? You guys, sleep paralysis is hella scary. Let's talk about it. You're gonna wanna stick around till the end for some useful tips you can try now to help you stop or even decrease the frequency of your sleep paralysis episodes. Hello there, sleepyheads. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay, and I help you overcome your insomnia, anxiety, and phobias so they no longer have to stop you from being your best selves, living your best lives. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have something you'd like to share, leave it in the comments down below and hit that like button. I would be so grateful for it. It would help me grow my channel and help me build a community of insomnia, anxiety, and phobia-free warriors. Today's video is about sleep paralysis. I'll also be going into my personal experience with sleep paralysis along with stories others have shared with me on their experience with this topic. And you're going to want to stick around towards the end because I'll also be giving a lot of useful tips to help you reduce the frequency and intensity of your sleep paralysis episodes. Sleep paralysis is actually quite common. It has about 4 of every 10 people in the US shook and not really knowing what to do with it. Sleep paralysis is a state right in between wakefulness and sleep. The experience can last anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. But in my experience, I feel like it's lasted longer than it really needs to. Not only this, but sleep paralysis can also be accompanied by visual, auditory, or even feeling sensations, tactile sensations. So imagine laying in your bed, awake, or so you think, feeling like you can't move or scream. Yet you see this really disturbing shadow figure in the corner of your room slowly approaching you. How powerless you must feel in that situation and scared. Things that can contribute to sleep paralysis are things like substance abuse, shift work even, lack of sleep, and stress. I've heard people put a spiritual or metaphysical spin on sleep paralysis. I've heard stories about sleep paralysis as actually you having an out-of-body experience, and the shadow figure that people often see during this experience is actually you in an astral projection, and you're visiting your body, you're looking at your body. And I have just one thing to say to my astral self if that's the case. You are scaring the crap out of me, you ass droll. I used to experience sleep paralysis quite frequently. I want to say maybe at least about 10 times a year. And now that I think about it, back in those days, I drank almost every weekend. I didn't meditate as much as I do now. I was very high stress, high anxiety. I was 60 pounds heavier. I didn't exercise. I just had a lot of stress and anxiety at that time. And I think that kept the sleep paralysis episodes coming. That was for me, at least. You guys might have a different experience with it. One instance I can remember was I would wake up feeling like I wasn't able to move or scream. I also had this feeling of impending doom. And I also had it in my head that if I didn't wake up or force myself out of the sleep paralysis, that I was probably going to die. Other instances was I would get visitations from a really tall, lanky shadow figure in the corner of my room. And this is all while still being unable to breathe, talk and move, right? So he or it would be posturing towards me, and while it would make its way towards me, its joints would make really loud, like creaking noises. And for some reason, when I'm in a sleep paralysis, my hearing is amplified, which makes the experience that much scarier for me. It's almost like this figure was not only big, but in terms of height, but it was really big in sound. There was another situation where I was unable to move and scream and all that, and there was a shadowy figure hunched over next to my bed. I could still see it, but it's almost like it wanted me to see that it was there, but not fully show itself. But the scary part was I heard in my ear him saying,
"I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm so gonna get you. If it's not today, I'm gonna get you another day."
oh, I was so scared. I was trying to scream for my partner, but no sound was coming out of my mouth. Or what it seemed like no sound was coming out of my mouth. Now that's just what I've experienced. My experience might be different from yours. So I've asked for people to share their sleep paralysis experience with me, so I'm just gonna start reading them out. So this first one is from CJ. And CJ says that one time when someone pretended to be my dead aunt and tried to kill me by choking. Oh, damn. This next one is from Jade S. And Jade says, having a disfigured demon that looks like a burn victim attached to my back, pressing its face against mine. Whoa. Hell nah. The next one is from Quincy T, and Quincy says, I had skeletons with flesh hanging on them, ripping my innards out, laughing my butt off. Freaky AF. Alright, so this next one is from Erica J. And Erica says, during the third paralysis, the same night I was stuck with a scary, nasty looking woman sitting on top of me, clawing with her long, nasty nails at me, saying she will do everything to destroy me. Holy. Wow. These are really good, you guys. Alright, so this last one I'll share is from Taylor S. And Taylor says, having a dead man climb into my bed who tells me to grab his hand. I woke up with my hand grabbing the inside of my thigh. What did you really grab there, Taylor? Those were really fun to read off. If there are any sleep paralysis experiences that you think are worth mentioning that are, crazy, scary, maybe are there any positive sleep paralysis experiences you might have? Share it in the comments down below. I would love to know. I'll probably be reading them out. So some of the things you're going to want to try to help you reduce the frequency, reduce the intensity of, or, hopefully get rid of sleep paralysis altogether are things like stress reduction. Really working on reducing your stress by meditation, of course. You could try journaling to release any pent-up emotions you might have. One of my favorite things to reduce stress is making it a priority to laugh. At home, we try to watch funny things, funny uplifting things as much as possible, just to keep our energy up, just to keep our vibe up. And that's helped with stress a lot. Not only this, but you also want to refrain from eating and caffeinating before bedtime. Another thing you can try is not sleeping on your back. Because of gravity, it makes you feel like you have pressure on your chest, like something is pressing on it. And lying on your side can help alleviate that. Another thing you can try is leveling up on your sleep hygiene. You're going to want to make sure that your sleep setting is optimized for maximum comfort. Well, that's all I have for you today, sleepyheads. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll be talking about different phobias that you may not have heard of before and that you didn't know existed. So stick around and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye, sleepyheads. Good night.